we got along so well on that aspect. I think if anything, that process, making that, the creative process of the comedy in that, made it easy to be friends with you, because then after making the show and editing it together, then I had to like be a real like friend with you outside of that stuff. Yeah. That's harder. The edit was easy. It's just like having lunch with you. That's like the part that's tough.
Is it because he's trying to take pictures of all your meals all the time? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wait, don't take a bite yet. Put it back. Put it back.
I will say I was won over at the beginning, like by how positive Chuck is. Like he's so an overwhelmingly positive guy.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, oh no, you can overdose on that. Like you can die from this.
Ray has told me that I suffer from toxic positivity in the past, and I know that one of the things. It's funny because the story is, it's basically like we set this schedule where I would edit. I was editing two things at this time. I was editing Undependent, and I was editing Tell 'em Steve Dave Elephants in the Room, which was the game shot the game show they shot in Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. Yeah. So I would go back and forth and edit those things. And with Walt, I was sending him stuff, but with Ray, he would come over my house every Wednesday at noon, and we'd hang out all day together and talk about the show and watch edits and watch different stuff and go through it. And we'd go to lunch and Ray would kill himself with cigarettes and stuff like that. And but that lasted for a long time. But then I remember, so the first thing we did with the show after that was we went to this film festival in Vermont.
Yeah.
And this is I think this is a turning point in our relationship, is that we walked into a general store.
This is
remember this?
This is I was going to use this as the anecdote for how toxically positive you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a lot. You try spending like 5 days in a real world Vermont house, right? for this festival. And like every morning waking up to just like, man, don't you think linoleum's cool as fuck? So we go out to the, like, everywhere we went, it was just like, what restaurant are we eating at? Like, he's got opinions about every part of it, but like, it's all great.
Want to hear a real thing? This is a real journey. I was like, on this Vermont trip, we're going to find the best maple latte. I know we're going to find it. Remember that, Ray?
Yeah, and then you had him, and you had a maple latte, and then you were like, like 4 days of just, do you have a maple latte? Where can I get a maple latte? Do you have a maple latte? How do you do a maple latte? Is there a good one around here? And then he finally has one when we're leaving Vermont, and he's just like, it was okay.
It wasn't great. Great.
Tell me, okay, so we're at this, like, gift shop, general store place, and they've got tons of maple syrup